Hi, this is Maritza from Maritza Concepcion Intuitive Consultants. I am a psychic life coach. The following is a video from my live show from an anonymous caller. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Go ahead, caller.
Okay. I want to know why. I don't know if I should say names.
No, I don't. Initials would be good.
Okay. I don't know why JH's mother doesn't like me so much. That's my question. Why doesn't his mom like me?
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Give me just a second, and I'll be more than happy to go ahead and give you a little bit of an insight as to what's going on. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And is this your boyfriend, your live-in boyfriend, or?
No. Off and on relationship.
Okay.
Father of my child.
Okay. No problem. No problem at all. Give me a second here. And what's the initials of his mom? His mom's initial.
FH.
What is it? SH?
F like Frank and H like Henry.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Okay. So what I see here, okay, it seems to me that your boyfriend, at the time of seeing you, he was seeing someone else before you. And that was a long-term relationship that he had before you. Am I right in saying that?
I guess so. I think so.
Okay. So the mom, okay, she favored her for some reason. Okay, perhaps maybe it was because it was a long-term thing, and she thought she was going to be there for, for the long haul, and she liked what she did for her son. However, her son picks who he's going to be with, right? Sometimes we have to say, okay, you know what? I'm in it for my boyfriend. I'm in it for mine's and his relationship, but it would be nice if all mother-in-laws or all mothers enjoy our company. However, the truth is that not every mom is gonna like her son's her son's girlfriend or her daughter's boyfriend, right? That's the reality of things. So what we have to do is be comfortable where we are with ourselves in our relationship with that person, and move forward and build on that relationship, as opposed to trying to make her like you, or trying to watch how you treat her son because of that. Does that make sense? Because you're going to be constantly saying, oh my God, am I doing the right things? Am I doing the right things? When he enjoys your company. So that should be good right there. Does that make sense? So
Right.
I think that she she favored him because she favored that because it was a long-term relationship, or because it was older and it was more familiar to her. But she also, I'm not sure if this is correct, but she wasn't very happy when you had your child. Am I right in saying that?
I believe so.
Okay, so that's another thing too. She didn't want him to have children so early. Does that make sense? Like, that's my baby. I you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that she's not gonna care for her grandchildren, or her grandchild. However, she wasn't very happy about it. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
you have to do you. Okay, you strive. One thing I have to tell you is this. Are you studying to be a nurse or something like that, or no?
But that is my dream job.
Oh, okay. So I did pick that up. That is your dream job. So guess what? Don't let anything stand in that dream job. Does that make sense? Not her, not him, not the baby, not anyone. Because you're in it as a partnership. He should be assisting you, so that way you can reach that goal and you can become this person that you want to create. Does that make sense? So,
Yeah.
I know the original question was, why does my mother-in-law, because let's keep it real, you have a child with this man. So why doesn't the grandma enjoy being with me? You know what? You have to enjoy being with you and stand strong with your conviction as far as having this child and having a relationship with her son. Does that make sense? And not get her in the mix of things. Does that make sense? And I understand she can get in there, right? She can really penetrate
it's kind
you.
of hard because now she's like coming between us.
Exactly.
because-
I was going to say she penetrates so closely that it's like you see white, he sees black. He sees black, you see white, right? And you guys are not seeing eye to eye because you are allowing a third person to come in to see. You're allowing a third person to come in and dictate where you guys should be when they don't have a clue where you guys are. Does that make sense? Only you and him know that. Does that make sense? So they're making decisions or they're making comments without knowing the entire situation. Does that make sense to you? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Yes,
hear
it
you
does.
now.
So you were definitely right. And I understand.
Yeah, I need you to focus. Focus on you. Focus on the baby and focus on him. Focus on both of you guys together. Does that make sense? And really see for the situation when you guys start arguing, you say, okay, let me stand back. Are we arguing because we are not seeing eye to eye? Or is it because she has this thing that she sees that's happening and you and I see it differently? Does that make sense? You got to
Yes,
get
it
her,
does.
you have to remove that ingredient out of the situation. And that, no disrespect to anyone's, no disrespect. However, when we're grown, and sorry about that, I got another call coming in. But, just know that your arguments should be, is it because you and I don't disagree, not because you, me, and her don't disagree. Does that make sense? So please keep it that simple. Like, even sometimes we have to swallow our pride and sit back and say, okay, you know what? I get where you are at. Is this where you are at? Or is this where she's influencing you to be at? Does that make sense? Caller, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was just moving other people out. So
Oh,
that
okay.
you can, yeah.
But did that make sense to you?
Yes, it does make sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Okay. So I need you to take, your arguments and really, before you even start arguing with him, stand back and then ask yourself, okay, is this really him or is it her influence over him in our situation? So you sit back, you take a deep breath, and then you ask him, hey, is it really how you feel or is it because there's somebody else in your ear about it? Okay?
Right.
So remember that when the next time you guys get into an argument. And again, everybody's not gonna like us. Does that make sense? It's like that's life. However, you have to make the best of the situation. So what you do, you treat her with respect, you pray on it, you treat her with respect, and then deal with him directly. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And I see some changes there. I really do. However, you have to implement the fact that you have to let him know, hey, is this you and I, or you, me, and your mom, or me, you, and somebody else? It doesn't work that way. It has to be a conversation between you and him, and you guys know the situation 100%. We could only give you what we see. Does that make sense? So she's looking on the outside, trying to look in and pick. Just treat her with respect. When you have to deal with her, send her love, send her, good thoughts. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
All right, wonderful. Did that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks for watching. If you're interested in a private consultation, you can contact me on any social media links in the description box.